Hello, my friends. It's me, Karen Valentine. It is a dark and stormy day here in Arizona, which is a lovely rarity. So hopefully there's not too many shadows going on in the filming since I don't have the light coming in from the window. But I thought it was time that we went back and did a portrait coloring page, and it feels like it's been a while. So I thought about starting with the owl, but I just can't do it. I've started with the skin like since I began coloring a couple years ago, and I just cannot break out of that. So we're going to start with her skin. So this page is from Zindy Zone on Etsy, and I will be sure to put a link to that down there below in the description box. So yeah, I feel like I've been into doing the owls lately, so I thought I might as well just keep going with that theme for a little while. So yeah, we're going to use Prismacolors on this since it's been a while since we've done that too. And I want to make sure that I don't forget how, because it's been a while since I've been doing my own animal art. I haven't done a portrait in a while, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that I didn't forget how. So, alrighty, let's get started. So I've been debating on if I should do this little bit right here because she's first. So she's drawn that in to make her her and her owl go together, so to speak. Let's see, I want to make sure I printed. Yes, I printed the right one. Okay. So maybe I should do that first. So these markings are kind of unusual. Typically it's white in the center and black on either side of these little markings. So, I don't know how to do that then. I could ignore, let's see, what do I want to do? All right, let's do, well, I'm just going to do it the way I think it should be done. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But on most of the barn owls that I've seen, the marking is dark on the top and bottom of this little white line. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Let's see, and then I think it's hard to know what to do because I have to try and incorporate this into the skin and have it look right. I hope I can do it. So that was 30% warm gray, 30% warm gray, and this is Sandbar Brown, which may not be the right color. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just do a little bit and then I will figure it out from there. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. All right, going to start with Chestnut. So I want you guys to know I have been working on the conversion chart for luminance to Prismacolors. But I had a software crash and I lost almost everything that I had done as far as the computer work goes. And had to start all over again. And it is a lot of work. So I'm sorry that it's taking me so long, but I'm trying to get it done along with commission work for the pet portraits and watching my grandson and all of that good stuff. So it's almost ready. We're getting there. But it's definitely a luminance to Prismacolor chart, and not, it doesn't go both ways because I didn't do a one-to-one swap. You really can't do that because the colors are just too different. So it's, you know, one luminance pencil and then the 1, 2, or sometimes 3 different pencils that you can combine to get that color. And it's really just a jumping off point. I mean, it's really just meant to be, you know, you take those colors and experiment a little bit and see what works for you to get the color that you want. But they are as close to the luminance as I could get them. Okay, so I've been jibber jabbering away and I'm not thinking about the light source here. So I guess I'm going to do this side as the darkest side. And I think it's going to be okay because we still need the contouring anyway, so I guess we're good. I'm also noticing I need to clean my printer heads. Got lines in my print, which thankfully when you're using Prismacolors pretty much almost always covers up, but I still don't like them. I still need to do that. I feel like I have to really concentrate on what I'm doing because I'm out of practice. So I like using the Chestnut when doing these grayscale pages over all of the gray, because it warms it up and it counteracts that gray, so that when you go to do the rest of the skin, it doesn't have a grayed dead look. It's important to cover up that shading with a red or reddish based pencil. just a little bit. Right there. Okay. All right, let's get our whites in just a little bit. So, a little bit there, a little bit there, and a little bit on this side of the nose. And we might as well I'm not going to do her teeth because I think I'll use a light gray for her teeth. Yeah. Okay, let's do a little bit right there. Right there. Okay. Peach is next. Yeah, I'm gonna put the peach in and leave a little spot on the forehead. I don't want to put white in there yet. So I've been debating and debating on getting these Derwent drawing pencils, Derwent drawing. They've been recommended to me several times. I watched some videos on YouTube about them, and reviews on Amazon, and everybody just raves about them. So they've been in my wish list for a while now, and I'm thinking, oh, I might have to pull the trigger and get those. It stinks because there's only 24 colors in the set, but they're all like lovely muted earthy colors, which I just love, and I think would be perfect for the animal art that I'm doing now. So I think I just might have to pull the trigger on that and hit buy now. Excuse me. Everybody says they're really soft. Some people have even said that they're softer than Prismacolors, which kind of surprises me. I didn't think anything was softer than Prismacolor, but I think I could really, really like them. So if I get them, I'll do a unboxing and first impressions video. I hate it when there's little dots in the paper. I love this paper, but every once in a while I won't pay attention and there'll be little dots in there that it can't really cover up. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit lighter on her shoulder with this peach because I want that to be kind of light where the light is really hitting her shoulder there. So I'm not going to go as I'm going to go with a little bit lighter pressure right there in the... Did I say this was peach? I hope so. always use peach before light peach on this toned paper, because if you go straight in with light peach, you get a really bright light skin tone. Okay, light peach. Yeah. Sorry. Jeez Louise. I think I need to slow down. I feel like I'm rushing. And that's never good. That does not produce a good skin tone when you rush through. I'm going to come back with my chestnut real quick here. I feel like I don't know. I was rushing and I need to slow down. I don't know why, but I find myself when I'm working on camera, I find myself going much faster than I would go when I'm coloring it regularly, and I don't know why that is. I definitely feel like I'm out of practice. I can tell you that right now, because right now I'm feeling like this is not coming together very well. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Trust the process, Caran. Just keep going. Completely did not put any peach on her nose, so let's come back and do that. Definitely rushing. And there's something that's just weird about what's going on up there on her forehead. And I don't know what it is. Back to peach. Maybe I'll fix it with the blender, I don't know. All right, let's get this on here. What now? I feel like it needs a little bit of warmth, and I'm not sure if I want to do eggshell. Let's get some white in here. Just... I'm really kind of fascinated by how when you, it's like use it or lose it. That's kind of how I'm feeling about this right now, because I feel like I've gotten out of the habit, I've gotten unused to the kind of pencil strokes that I need for a smooth skin, because I'm so used to doing flick, 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 flick with the animal hair. It's like, oh, this is... All right, so this is burnt ochre, and I think I'm going to stick that in a pencil extender. I really like these pencil extenders for my Prismas. They're lighter weight than these, which I need to use for like my polys and my luminance, because they don't fit in these, even though they give you a big... I like these extenders, but they give you a big end, which does not work for any of my bigger pencils. It's too big for the big pencils. Go figure. I don't know what they were thinking, but I love them for the Prismacolors, because they're just so much more lightweight than those other ones. Cannot imagine what pencil would go in that end that's bigger than, you know, a luminance or a whole bean or any of those thick core pencils, and none of them fit. It's too big. So I don't know. Good thing they're cheap. Inexpensive, I should say. Good thing they're inexpensive. All right, guys, I'm zooming out because I obviously cannot keep the page in frame. All right, let's put some purples in here. I pulled it out. There it is, black grape. And let me pull out this grade lavender as well. Okay, black grape. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that owl thing on her skin. I'm going to have to figure out colors that are going to look better with the skin, because something about that is not working for me. I'm hoping when I run a blender over all of this, it covers up all these lines, because they're still showing. Should have checked before I started. Oh well. Okay, grade lavender. I need to just try and oh, that's quite purpley. All right, I think this needs some eggshell all over the whole thing. But I'm looking at my pencil, and it's sharpened really weird. But the core doesn't seem to be that out of whack, so. But it must be because my sharpener is sharpening it really weird. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna pull out another, pencil because that looks great. That, the wood is going all the way up to the top there. Very strange. Anyway, we'll just use another one. That's better. Okay, so let's get some. I feel like I really need to bring out the blender here. I don't know what. I need to work on this nose a little bit. I'm not happy with how that looks. All right, I'm gonna do some blending and then I think I'm gonna break out the espresso. You don't have to push very hard with this Caran blender, at least with the Prismacolors. I hear a lot of people say that after they use this blender, they can no longer add more layers. And the only thing that I can think of is that they're pushing really, really hard and flattening the tooth of the paper. And I suppose it all depends on the paper that you're using for sure. But I don't ever seem to have a problem adding more layers after I use my blender. All right. Espresso. I also think we're going to use it here. Okay, I do want to blend that out, but I think let's bring some pink, just regular old pink. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm not happy. All right, this is peach. Just something about this that's making me not happy. Mahogany Red. Let's see. Henna. That's not terrible. Let's see about, what is this? This is burnt ochre. And I need to do something over on that side of her face. Peach. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better now, I think. Let's blend. This is the grade lavender. almost feel like I might have made this too dark. But on the other hand, I feel like sometimes my problem is I don't make things dark enough. So maybe I just need to let it go. Go with it. There. Let's get that black in there. Okay. This needs to be blended better. I know you guys hate me when I use my hand. All I can say is do what works for you. All right, let's do a little bit more. Do I want pink or do I want... let's try, instead of pink, let's try blush pink a little bit further in, so it's not quite so vivid. I think that's better. Okay, so we got pink on her nose. I think her chin needs a little bit more color. So back to the peach. All right, I'm starting to feel better about this now. Not sure that that would be as dark as it is, but I don't know that there's anything I could do about that. I mean, I know it's on the dark side, but there's really nothing to cause that shadow, so I maybe shouldn't have done that. But I can't remember if the shadow was already there from the artist or not. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit of that color with my kneaded eraser. Those erasers are the absolute best erasers. I love them. And I think in just doing that, it might have lightened it up enough. Or maybe I need to add a little bit more on over here to make it match. Maybe that's what's bugging me, is that it didn't go all the way up the arm. That could be. Grade Lavender. Okay. I think there's too much white on the nose. And I'm wondering if I want to try and contour this a little bit more, just by adding a little bit more shading. All right, let's put a little bit of Great Lavender under her eye. And a little bit of Chestnut. So what that's doing is it's making the shadow that is caused by the eyeball being in the eye socket. Is my Nectar. Yes, right here. Okay, so I'm gonna do Nectar in the waterline. Maybe a little bit of white. And then let's try, it's a teeny tiny little area though, so Nectar and Mahogany Red, just that's the dividing line there. Let's see, I can probably zoom in while I'm doing the eyes. Alrighty, we need some grays. Let's start with 30% cool gray. And 50% cool gray. Just using my white to kind of blend that. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do, she just looks like a blonde to me, so I think we're going to do blonde hair, but I think I want to do brown eyes. So let's try, sorry, I gotta get all this stuff out of my way here. I don't like it when my pencils start rolling into my work area. All right, I'm going to start with light umber and see how I like that. Actually, I'm going to start with white, put the highlight in. Okay, so a little bit of raw umber as our base. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the pupil in. For that, I'm going to use my favorite black, Schpirerr Farben. Espresso. There's not a lot to do on these eyes because they're kind of small. So I can't really do as much detail as I like to do on eyes. But I think it'll be okay. All right, I want to get some darker color going in here on the eyelashes. Even though she's going to be a blonde, I think we want darker eyes and lashes. We need to get some darker shadow. Let's try 70% cool gray. And that goes right under the lash line. And then we'll use the black very lightly above the pupil because that gray would just lighten the pupil and not make it darker. Okay, let's go ahead and do the So rather than doing just a straight line, I'm kind of dotting in the line so that it's not just a hard lash line. And when you're doing your lashes, if you turn your pencil just a little bit, it's kind of the same concept as the when I learned about when I'm doing my hair, the fur for animals. If you just twist your pencil just a little bit, it seems to be able to get thinner, better lines because you're not, the dull part of the pencil is not what's making the line. So if you turn it and twist it as you go, then the pencil kind of stays sharp as you're doing your lines. So it makes it a little bit easier to get those nice defined lashes. And it's just a tiny little twist. It's nothing major. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit of black right along the edge of the eyeball here. And am I happy with that? Yeah, I'm going to add, let's see, do we want pink or nectar? Pink might be too pink. I'm just going to add a teensy bit of this nectar on the white. And I'm not sure, that might not have been enough. We might have to go a little heavier. Just a tiny bit. You know, I don't want her to look bloodshot, but it's just enough. All right, let's do lips. I won't know if I'm happy with what I've got going on here until I get the lips done. Oh, let's do the teeth. We're going to use 10%. Do I want cool? Do I want French? I don't know. Let's try, you know what? Let's try this. I printed her once already, but I printed her too small, so I printed her again on the back side. So we can use this as our little test. So that's 10% French. I think that's how we're gonna go, and that's 10% cool. Let's do 10% French on the teeth. And then we can always add a shadow to them. In fact, let's just do that now. I'm not sure though if cool is the way to go here. I don't know. I don't do very many teeth. So this is 20% warm. And I'm putting that just on the very top. And maybe down here. All right, we'll go with that for now. Let's do our white. Nectar. I always wonder on what I want to do for color. Mahogany Red sometimes looks too pink to me. Henna or Tuscan Red? I don't know. Let's try. I can't decide. Henna might be too brown. Although I don't know that I want her to have like red lips, so Henna it is. I need something darker. I mean, I might be able to just go darker with the henna. I think I'm gonna pull out my Prisma blender, which is where? Right here. All right, she needs some color. So Tuscan Red it is. And I think we need some more shading under her lips. Maybe even some espresso, which is here somewhere. Bit of white there. That's better. Okay, now I'm probably going to wind up doing you guys don't mind terribly, but I'm probably going to wind up doing the same polychromos hair color because I like it so much for blonde hair. And what I love about it is that you can change the color of the blonde so drastically just by the amount of each color that you use. And so that's probably what I'm gonna do. I haven't come up with any fantastic new blonde hair color, although I could, maybe I will. Maybe I'll check what I've done before and see if there's something new that I can do. But regardless of what we do for that, it is going to be a darker blonde, not a platinum blonde. So I want to put some eyebrows on her, and I think she needs bigger eyebrows than what she has. So I'm trying to decide what color to do those in, if I should use the Espresso or if I should use something a little bit lighter. I don't know. Let's see what we've got here. So maybe dark brown. It's not as dark as Espresso. Let's try that. Dark brown. Get it nice and sharp. So the eyebrows go up like this until you kind of get to the peak, and then they kind of start to go down. I want to make sure I get this in the right. All right. Zoom out. So I definitely like her with a little bit more substantial eyebrow. I'm not sure what the teeth need. I think maybe even darker, at least down on the bottom. And maybe even a little bit of black. Really, really lightly. I don't want her to have black lips, but just a little. I think I got too much black on that right there. So I might be able to blend that out, okay? Blend it down into the That's not bad. It's not bad. I still almost feel like I want them to have a little more color. I think that's okay. I want henna. No, I'm being very indecisive about this whole page. I kind of feel like the pink was just a little bit too pink. Well, the other really nice thing about these pencil holders, they're so light when you're trying to do really a light hand, they make it so easy because you hold way back on the pencil holder. It's super lightweight, and you can just let that pencil just glide over the paper without any pressure at all, very, very easily. So I like that too. Okay, let's blend. All right, I think that that's good. I think she's done. Maybe. I could fiddle and pick and fuss with this for ages. But I think she's good. I think once we get the hair done and this beautiful owl, it'll turn out to be a nice page. So there we go. We got her done. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's always so nice to do this and film. And that's it. That's all I got. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you all. Till I see you for the next video, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Happy coloring. Love you. Bye.